The formation of the Hebrew world. The first man to the promised land. YouTube edition.
The Lord God took man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and keep it. And the Lord God commanded man, saying, You may surely eat of every tree of the garden, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat. For in the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die.
Well, it looks good. Yes.
Now Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain, saying, I have gotten a man with help of the Lord. And again she bore his brother Abel. And now the first murdered.
God likes my sacrifice more.
You're just jealous because my hair looks better than yours.
I don't think you care about
how about
hair.
I sacrifice you?
Wait a minute, God said not to do
You
that.
got my breakfast. And how about I give you some of my breakfast again?
And this is where Abel gets shanked. And God said to Noah, I have determined to make an end of all flesh, for the earth is filled with violence through them. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark. And every living thing of flesh you shall bring 2 of every sort into the ark, to keep them alive with you. The flood continued for 40 days on the earth. The waters increased and bore up the ark, and it rose high above the earth. And behold, the face of the ground was dry. And then man grew evil and full of pride. They decided to build something to reach up to heaven. And then God said, What the heck are you thinking? And they confuddled them with many languages and tongues, so they could not understand each other, brother. And then man messed up again. Chaos broke out in Sodom and Gomorrah. They started doing unspeakable things and immoral actions. So God looked down upon them and said, Shoot, you're getting too crunk, so I'm going to strike you down and destroy you. But in the end, God remembered Abraham. Then Abraham built an altar to sacrifice his son Isaac, like the Lord commanded. Then Abraham reached out his hand and took a knife to slaughter his son. But the angel of the Lord called upon him and said, Do not lay a hand on your son or do anything to him. God will provide for you. And Abraham lifted his eyes and looked, and beheld a ram in front of him, caught in the thorns in the thicket. Then Abraham went to the ram and offered it up as a burnt offering instead of his son. So Abraham called the name of that place, The Lord Will Provide. And now the story of Isaac blessing his son Jacob.
Feed me, I pray thee, for I am faint.
Sell me this day thy birthright.
Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me?
Make me savoury meat such as I love, and bring it to me that I may eat, that my soul may bless thee before I die.
Bring this to thy father that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death.
Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man.
Come near me, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, whether thou be Esau or not.
Father,
The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau. Therefore God give thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and the plenty of corn and wine.
And then Jacob flees and becomes a great man, where he wrestles with God and struggles, and then ends up being named Israel. And then Jacob begot Joseph. Joseph was given a coat of many colors by his father. Jacob has a dream about ruling the people of Israel. His jealous brothers sells him into slavery. While he is in slavery, Joseph interprets the dreams of the Pharaoh. Because of this, he becomes the Pharaoh's right-hand man. And in the end, Joseph protects his people. And then the Jews became too many. The Israelites become enslaved by those Egyptians. Pharaoh was a mean guy. Moses goes on a little boat ride down that river down there and gets picked up by Pharaoh's daughter. God then calls Moses to lead the peoples out of that there Egypt. Then God comes to Moses and giveth him the 10 Commandments. And then the Jews disobey God and get to wander around in that there wilderness for 40 years. Deep-de-dee. Then Joshua is given the task of succeeding Moses and leader of the Israelites. Moses equals dead as a doornail. Joshua leads him into the promised land.